Hi everyone, Jessica here and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to talk about wreath building, and I'm going to show you how you can create these wreaths just from using your stamping platforms. So you don't need anything fancy other than your stamping platform. There is a particular product that you can purchase and you can make them yourselves, but like I said, this is just going to be a quick video on how to build simple wreaths. So already you can see that I've just taken a regular stamp set that I've got in my stash, and I have got a 10 by 10 centimeter piece of cardstock. So I've taken this butterfly image and I've put this roughly about 5 centimeters, so it's right in the middle of my card. And as you can see, we're literally just turning our paper 90 degrees. We're not moving our stamp, but what we're creating here is that wreath pattern. So by rotating our cardstock 90 degrees each time we've stamped our image, it's creating a really beautiful symmetrical design. Now the wreath building tool that you can get allows you to rotate your cardstock 8 times, meaning that you're going to create a really lovely circular or wreath style image. That means you will have 8 perfectly stamped images. As you can see here, I've taken a second image just to fill in those gaps around the corners. So something like this could create a really fantastic background. You could create sort of like a kaleidoscope background, and you could do something really interesting with it. Creating sort of wreath designs like this is incredibly quick and easy. It's really fun to do, and it's a great way of using your stamps in a different way. So in this next demo, I'm going to show you how you can stamp those 8 images to create your perfect wreath design. So I've taken a smaller stamp, so this is just a paper crane stamp, and we're going to stamp and rotate our cardstock like we did in the first tutorial. So this will give you sort of 4 sides of your circle. Then what we're going to do is just reposition our stamp to then stamp our image into the gaps that we've now got. So I didn't quite leave enough space to get that paper crane stamp perfectly within that circle, so it's sitting just ever so slightly outside of it. It might take some practice to get your spacing just right to be able to create that perfect wreath image. However, even though this isn't quite perfect, I still think it looks pretty cool. What I love about this wreath builder technique is that you can use any image and even sentiments, and you can still create a really fun and interesting card. So that's our finished stamped image. Now, not really a circle, more of a square, but you kind of get the idea. So what I want to talk about in this next demonstration is the importance of making sure your cardstock stays in the same position. So to create this wreath, I've taken a small flower stamped image, and we're just going to do the same as we did in the previous demonstration and stamp it 4 times, then we're going to reposition it to fill in our gaps. So what you'll see is just how important it is to make sure that you're putting your cardstock back in the same position after you've rotated it. There's nothing worse than getting to the end of your image and then messing up on that very last stamp. So one of the benefits to this particular stamping platform is it's got 2 raised edges. So if you lock your cardstock into that bottom left-hand corner, you know that you'll be able to position your stamped images in the exact same place every time. You can see here that I've not pushed my cardstock flush against that left-hand side, meaning that that last flower stamp just isn't in the right position. So again, the importance of making sure your cardstock is in the right position. And for this last demonstration, we're going to use the wreath building technique to create a really fun border around our cardstock. As you can see, I've taken 2 big flower stamps and I've just positioned and stamped them along the top of my cardstock. Instead of rotating it 90 degrees like we've done previously, we've rotated it 180 degrees, and this has given us a border along the top and the bottom of our cardstock. You'll see that my cardstock isn't flush to that bottom left-hand corner, but I've made a note of where I've lined my paper up using the ruler guide, and I'm making sure that I'm putting my cardstock back in the same position. This wreath builder technique is really fun, and you can create some really fabulous cards and backgrounds using this technique. What we've created today is very basic, but I wanted to show you how you can create these wreath-like images just using your stamping platform, and hopefully give you a little bit of inspiration to have a go at it yourself. I hope you liked this quick tutorial. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. If If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thanks very much for watching and happy crafting!